Morning, everyone. It's Wednesday the 16th, and this is your pre-opening comment. It's video number 812, and I remind you to please hit that subscribe button. So, Asia's mixed. Europe is up slightly. The Putin summit is today. More importantly, actually, is the fact that the Fed decision and press conference is later. So we'll get to all that. We had some economic numbers this morning. We had housing starts at 1.572 million versus an expectation of 1.6. We had permits up 1.681 versus 1.7, so a little bit lower there too. We had export prices up 2.2%, which is a huge number. Expectation was only for 0.8, and that's a month over month. On a year over year basis, we were up 17.4. Pricing a year ago was a little sketchy. We were in the midst of the pandemic, so that looks like a great number, and in fact it is, but it's also a little excessive. Imports up 1.1%, which is also a little higher than expected. On a month-over-month basis, on a year-over-year, it's 11.3, which is also pretty big. The number is a little lower ex-energy because the price of gas has gotten, it's up about 45%, and the oil is up, as you know, up 100%. Okay, so Oracle had earnings yesterday, beat top and bottom, but gave poor guidance. The stock is 77.45. That's down 5.17. Roblox, the sort of Legos deal. Daily active users down, spending down. This stock was down pretty good last night, traded all the way down to 82 and change, down 5.25, and this morning it's 82.60, and that is down a total of 7.20 or 8%. Lazy Boy beat both top and bottom, but in their guidance they said that raw materials is going to be a drag. The stock closed 42.28. It's 41 down 128. Regeneron says that their phase 3 trials are positive for people without antibodies. It's a UK trial, and the stock closed 527.49, down $1.26 yesterday. It's 599.99, up 2.5 or just under 0.5%. Citi is not doing much, but they did say that trading volume in the quarter is going to be down as much as 6%. The stock yesterday had closed 73.82, and right now it's trading 73.59. So as I said, not much action there. We had two bits of news. APRE has a trial on a hematological drug that came in very positive. The stock closed 485 yesterday, has already traded 728, currently 715, up 227 or about 44%. And Kindred, symbol KIN, this is a pet deal, and they're being bought by Elanco, ELAN, for $9.25 in cash. The stock is currently trading $9.19, up $2.85. It did trade as high as 1078 on the news, so 9.25 to 1078. You have to think that maybe there's somebody else interested, or they're going to negotiate a better price. And Elan is 36.19, up $1.38, even though they said that they expected the deal to be slightly dilutive to earnings. Okay, chart on the screen is one of my favorites, Nat Gas. Still love it in the long term, but wouldn't buy it again until it was down in this 315, 316 area, maybe even a little lower. What's interesting here is that as we've seen in a couple of charts, actually several, we are running an uptrend line that tends to pretty much follow this 20-day moving average. Looks like the 5-day is going to roll over here. And of course, this is an area of supply. We've seen it before. This is why I got out a little early in here. It got up to 336 yesterday. Yesterday was a huge day with a high of 330, almost 337, coming down 15 cents before the close. That's pretty hefty. That's a 5% move. But as you can see, there is supply here. This high was 335 and change. We didn't quite make it on the weekly last, 333 last week. And as you can see, as I said, this is an area of some supply, a little more evident here since it also broke down from 350 and eventually made the low down here at $1.52. So this tends to be volatile, but I still see this as a big W bottom. If we can get it back in this 305 to 315 area, 313 area, I will absolutely get long again. The Bitcoin chart, the Bitcoin chart is still trying to edge higher. It's down 1,000 today, which is its first down day in quite a while, or not overwhelming while, but it has been edging up day in and day out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up days in a row, some of them kind of narrow range. And this is the area. I wouldn't mind seeing this go back and close this gap. That would be 38,460. Right now we're 38,950, and we have been 38,865. So a little further, as you can see, we're trying to bottom. Only one way to call this. I know that it's questionable whether it's going to hold, but all I can see is the blow off low and rally, a test with a higher low, and a start back up immediately. We also have the 5-day crossing the 20 back to the upside, which is bullish, but we really need to close above 40,350. All right, everyone, have a good morning. Be careful out there. There's really not much going on in the index futures. The Dow was pretty much all over the place and was down about 50 before the news came. It's now down 37. S&P was down. It's about even. NASDAQ was about unchanged. It's now up 22. So there you have it. Be careful out there, and I'll be back later on.